Hi guys and welcome to BombAnime.
It's your girl Bruca.
And Big Boy Summer here. Demon Slayer, Episode 3, A Sword from Over 300 Years Ago.
Okay, so the sword turns out to be rusty. Tokito comes back to talk to Tanjiro about Genya. Genya's on some secret mission, got a weird missing tooth, so maybe he's sending secret messages. And then we also have 2 upper demons just arrive to the swordsmith village like it is nothing and start creating havoc.
I thought this was going to be a slice of lifey sort of episode.
Yeah.
Where they kind of ease you in, but they kind of use comedy as a little placeholder in order to be like, haha, gotcha, bitch.
So Hantengu comes back ripped. I didn't even recognize him, to be honest. Tanjiro noticed him straight away. So he's back in the village now and he's going to take this sword, and he's also given Tanjiro a sword to have while he waits for this one to be restored.
Didn't we see Hantengu like about a week ago? He wasn't this ripped. Like, what happened to him?
Is he the one that ran off like in episode 2?
Yeah, it was about a week, about 6 days or something like that. I don't know the timings, but it wasn't that long, and you can't get that ripped in that short period of time.
And Tanjiro is also his only client because of his attitude. That makes a lot of sense.
A lot of sense.
So he's gonna put his all into Tanjiro. So we can just move on.
So Tanjiro has been working hard. He got strong enough to fight the mechanical Yoriichi Zero, and then he cut off the head and got the sword. And like Ruka was saying off camera, there's such things as being too polite in Japanese society. I kind of have to agree. Why are you refusing the sword that you worked hard for, bro? Like, it don't make no sense. You deserve this sword.
I agree, like, just take the sword, but, Japan. Seriously, I'm starting to think Tanjiro is an actual curse onto this world. Like, he is a blight. Seriously, because wherever this dude shows up, upper demons arrive. Like, what is going on? They have never found the sword village as far as we know. In all of this time, Tanjiro shows up and within days, we've got 2 upper demons just roaming in. The same thing with the entertainment district. Okay, I know it was dicey, like it was seedy, like things were going on, but it wasn't really that bad. Tanjiro shows up and it's just carnage. Everyone's dying, like just everything is a mess. Oh my god, you even got Tengen having to be carried away by his wives. Like, this dude, okay, I love Tanjiro, but I'm starting to think he's literally a curse.
Boo-hoo, Tengen having to be carried off by his wives. Like, what? What? Man walked by himself.
Barely. You could not call that walking by himself.
I'm just saying, like, my guy is okay, alright? He's good. I have to agree with you here. Like, he is definitely a curse. And Muzan obviously hates him and wants to get him. And everyone wants him for some reason. But I'm getting Harry Potter vibes. Like Voldemort trying to kill Harry Potter, where he could have, chucked him out a window rather than trying to do abracadabra. He was a baby.
He could have smothered him with a pillow. Like come on, bruh.
I don't condone killing.
Don't kill a baby.
Don't kill babies. But if you had to, there's so many ways. It doesn't have to be a magic wand.
Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah. Kids are simple. Wait, you know what? I don't.
Oh, this is bad.
What are we doing with our lives? But seriously, Muzan, he touched your arm. You could have deaded him there and there. Like, I don't get it.
What I was saying in like the first episode, why isn't it surrounded in the one plant that they know demons can't go through? They've just left it. You know what? It's their fault.
Wow, victim blame much. Victim blame much.
Maybe it's too hard to grow, but they already have a bunch of wisteria. They could literally have located the swordsmith village right there. Yoko arrived in the village in his urn. Do you know what? Urn is the best word for it. He arrives in his urn. Poor swordsmith is just walking along. He sucks the whole breader inside, sucks all of his blood out, spits him out and says, it lacks flavor. Basically, pass the salt.
Pause. He ate raw chicken, like it was uncooked meat. It was unseasoned. It was giving him needs the hot sauce in my bag vibes. Gyoko is nightmare fuel. It is one of the most scariest things I've ever seen in an anime because A, it's super unassuming, and B, you're dead, and C, look at him. He's got mouth for eyes. Look, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with Gyoko, bruv. I'm done.
Yeah, and we didn't even really get to see this guy in all of his glory. He just did one little thing. What we actually did see more of would be hantengu, who really was a shock for this episode because we've seen him as the upper four. He was saying how terrified he was. He's been cowering this entire time, and then what happens?
Unassuming, always frightful, and you got lulled into a false sense of hope thinking, what is this brother on? He crawled into the room really slowly. He on purposely dodged an attack. Then he jumped on the ceiling and got his head chopped off. Game done, right? Wait, there's more! More of him. Man is multiplying like Naruto using his Shadow Clone Jutsus, bro. Every time he gets cut, any part of his body, it's growing the head, it's growing the body part, you're getting done. And they all have different powers and different abilities. Wow!
Not only is he splitting himself, it seems like each split actually have their own name and personality and high-level ability. So we got only introduced to two of them, which would be Sekido and Karaku, who seem to not actually get along with each other. And they had a type of, like, I guess, lightning and sound power. They seem to affect their nervous system completely. It seemed like it was able to stop them from being able to move and also able to make them lose consciousness. The sound attack even seems like it can cause death just outright. They're very powerful physical attacks. We've also seen a staff. I don't think we've come across like a staff that appeared to have powers before, if I can remember correctly.
No.
It almost felt like it was on the level of magic.
Yes.
So that was wild to me. And one of them can fly, literally fly.
Like a proper Tengu. Guys, I know you're enjoying this episode, but I know a lot of you aren't actually subscribed. So all you gotta do is just press the subscribe button. It's right there. Don't forget to ding that bell. I've got a question. How did they get there?
We have no idea, but we just know that it was from Gyoko. And from episode 1, Gyoko also seems to be able to get information that the others couldn't get. He was the one that said that he had just found out something when he was talking to Muzan and got his head ripped off. Maybe this was the information he was trying to bring to Muzan at the time. And Muzan was like, shut that noise. I don't want to hear no unconfirmed information. Shut your mouth. And then, you know...
Rika,
we didn't find out.
Rika, why are you going in? You're right.
I am just quoting Muzan verbatim.
Michael Jackson's never said nothing like that. I would like to know how, because like you said earlier, this village has been there for centuries, bro.
We don't know how long, but we are assuming.
Okay, even if it's been there for 10 years.
Right.
Only now?
I know,
Only
right?
now?
I told you, Tanjiro is a curse.
Tanjiro, innit? It must be. You won't find this with Zenitsu or Inosuke, will you? It's only wherever Tanjiro is, some beef comes around. You're right. Where do I begin? Do I begin with the cutting of heads? The building of bodies? And what the f*** was that fish thing for Kotetsu? You know what? Let's start with that.
Well, Tokito said that it appeared to be from a spell.
So there is magic. Demon Slayer is Dungeons and Dragons, really.
This is not really like one of the upper demons. It's just a little thing that they've made to cause havoc in the village, basically. Tokito got blasted away, like, within a couple of seconds. This always seems to happen to Tanjiro, where the strongest person that should be able to help him somehow, somewhere gets totally separated from him, and he's just on his own. And then, of course, he has to get injured because why would he be at full health? I mean, he's already not at full health, but that's not enough. No, we've got to drop him from the sky, knock his legs on branches, make him fall so he's hardly able to move. This literally seems to happen to him every time. Yeah, he's about to get blasted in the face, full force, point blank, with one of these sound attacks. Because why not? Tanjiro's life's great.
Yeah, they don't like him, do they? The authors hate Tanjiro, don't they? They've literally put a curse mark on him. Is that what that red stuff on his face is?
Too far.
Why?
Too far.
I just want to know. It's not a birthmark, it's a curse mark. Also, we've noticed that Hantengu's forms all have different personalities and different powers. And it's really cool to see. The way Tokito got blasted seemed like wind power. And as we mentioned, the staff, that was more lightning and electrical power.
Yeah.
And even Tanjiro was like, I'm about to pass out, before Genya came in with a cack and then literally blasted their heads. This upper fourth demon seems to be a lot. And I think it was very clever that they sent the upper fourth to Tanjiro and left the upper fifth to do something else. Because even Muzan said it in episode 1, that they are dying in the order of their humanity. So they skipped a level.
So then why don't they just skip and send number 1? Like, he's number 1 for a reason, send him. Then they wouldn't have a chance. He could eradicate the village. He could probably get rid of Hashira. Definitely the upper demons haven't even been able to be killed in all of this time by any of the Hashira. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm just thinking the Hashira running around here saying how weak everybody is. Yeah, out of you and Tanjiro's been instrumental in killing one of the upper demons. What have you done lately, Tokito?
Wow. Tanjiro's got feet, and Tokito, you got nothing.
But I kind of like the dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to know, would it have been better if Gyoko got the information about the village, then went back to the Infinite Castle, told them, this is where the village is, I've verified the information, can we all go there and kill him, please?
I think that the upper demons are in the exact same position that the Hashira and the Demon Slayer Court is actually in. That is lack of personnel. You can't just send everyone there. Like, so many of these issues could have been solved if they just sent a bunch of Hashira together to go sort it out. But they can't do that. So it seems like from episode 1 that Muzan has a bunch of different things that he's got running. In fact, even from the Entertainment District arc, we could see that how big his plan actually is. We don't know what it is, but we know it involves so many things. He's creating multiple identities in important positions in order to be able to move things around. So it would also stand to reason that the rest of the upper demons are also doing different things as well. So these two have to go over to do this. 2 of them should be more than enough, right? And then the rest of them, they're already down 1, so they don't really have it to give, is what I'm thinking.
Where's Kenroji? The love Hashira. I'm sure she's heard all of these commotions going on. Where is she? I would like to know Wagwan, fam.
When Hantengu actually rocked up, they didn't notice him until he was right at the door. That he was right outside the door. And not even Tokito noticed until he was right there. And then Tanjiro even said, like, I didn't even sense him until I saw him. So if they've got this kind of cloaking, she's not going to know necessarily unless she comes right upon them. And the Sword Village seems quite large, so she could be on the other side of the village.
So this episode for me is an 8.5 out of 10 and will definitely recommend, because I love the way they did the switch. They flipped the script halfway through the episode and they gave me what I wanted from Demon Slayer.
This episode gets a 9 for me because it gave me what was unexpected and in a good way. But to get the crazy amount of action, the shocking with Hantengu and his powers and what he can do, I would not have even thought it. And it was a great start to the fight. So many surprises, really good surprises in this episode.
First of all, thank you so much for watching our episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's BombAnime Insta. Peace.